Hello everyone, I'm Myron Smith. Welcome to Animation Treasures. Those of you who know me will know I love to dig up classic cartoons that you've been looking for or perhaps forgotten. We're going to take a look at some lesser known Looney Tunes characters. We're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Bunny and Claude. So stick 'em up, put your hands where I can see 'em, don't make any sudden moves, and no one gets hurt. Bunny and Claude made their first appearance in 1968. Before we examine these cartoons, it's important to take a look at what was happening to animation in the late 60s. In the 50s, more studios began adapting to the style of limited animation made popular by United Productions of America, better known as UPA. Several cost-cutting methods were used: simplified designs, rotating backgrounds, and dialogue-based humor. With limited animation, less drawings are required. Notice how the heads are moving while the bodies are completely still? This is why so many Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters have a collar. This way animators are only required to redraw the head when it is speaking, and the body is not required to move with it. This method drastically reduces the number of required drawings. In some extreme examples of limited animation, moving lips are imposed over a still frame. This effect can be eerie. Ugh. As limited animation became the standard, it became increasingly difficult to make a profit. With television at the height of its popularity and movie attendance rapidly declining, many of the Hollywood cartoon studios began closing their doors. The Warner Brothers Cartoon Studio closed down in 1964. In that same year, Warner Brothers contracted to Patty Freeling to produce more Merry Melodies and Looney Tunes, an agreement which lasted until 1967. After 3 years of outsourced cartoons, Warner Brothers decided to bring production back in-house. Shortly after the studio opened, Warner Brothers was bought out by Seven Arts Associates, and the studio was renamed Warner Brothers Seven Arts. Former Walter Lantz Productions and Hanna-Barbera animator Alex Lovey was appointed director at the new studio. After a year, Alex Lovey left to return to Hanna-Barbera, and Robert McKimson was brought back to the studio. McKimson focused on characters that Lovey had created and two of his own creation, Bunny and Claude. This rabbit duo was inspired by the hit movie Bonnie and Clyde, released by Warner Brothers on August 13, 1967. This Academy Award-winning film was one of the top 5 grossing movies of the year. Bonnie and Clyde broke many film taboos and has been criticized for its glorification of violence. Fast forward to November 9th, 1968, and we have Bunny and Claude. These characters made their first appearance in the cartoon We Rob Carrot Patches. This cartoon is mostly from the point of view of Bunny and Claude. We're cheering these criminal rabbits on as they escape the sheriff's grasp and blast people with Tommy guns. Bonnie and Claude even blow up the county store for carrots. Lucky for them, the store only seems to stock carrots. Hopefully no one was killed or injured. Oh well. Maybe if the sheriff had a little help, he would stand a better chance. I have the feeling they make fun of this guy back at the station. Not even a roadblock can stop these rabbits. I'm not sure why they need so many carrots. As they drive away, they apparently leave heaping piles of carrots for other bunnies to find. The Bunny and Claude series was a short one. The Great Carrot Train Robbery is the second and final cartoon to feature this duo. In this cartoon, Bunny and Claude hop aboard the Carrot Express. Both of these cartoons were directed by Robert McKimson. There are interesting details in the background if you're observant enough to see them. Is that a broken broom hanging out of the window? In 1969, Warner Brothers ceased production on all its short subjects and closed down the studio for good. The Great Carrot Train Robbery is the final classic-era Warner Brothers cartoon to feature the voice of Mel Blanc, the man who voiced Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and countless other Looney Tunes characters. Mel Blanc voices Claude, the sheriff, and other minor characters. Bunny is voiced by Pat Woodell. Both of the Bunny and Claude cartoons can be found on the Looney Tunes Superstars collection, Porky and Friends. I'm not sure what Bunny and Claude have to do with Porky Pig, but where else are they going to put it? Maybe in the future we'll see Cool Cat on DVD. I hope you've enjoyed this special edition of Animation Treasures. See you soon!